Ayan. Good morning. What is up with you guys? Another day, another vlog. Today is February 4th, Tuesday, and it's 6:48 in the morning. I know I'm pretty early, but then yeah, let's start with this video. Anyway, I woke up early today and I get up early. Actually, I always woke up early, but then today I need to get up early because today I am gonna be taking my glucose test. So come with me, guys. And today I'll be giving updates as well about my pregnancy. So yeah, I'm thinking if I'm gonna be able to continue speaking English or I'm gonna be speaking Taglish later or pure Tagalog. I don't know. But anyways, I know, guys, I have a lot of like pending vlogs that haven't edited from last year, especially December, the Christmas break. I went to New York, I went to Ottawa, to Montreal, to Quebec. I've been to so many places. I've spent so much good times and good memories with my parents, and I vlogged about it. I have all the footage, but then I didn't have time to edit it yet. So I know it's still pending. I'm not giving any promises, but the footage are here. Anyways, I am still having my breakfast. So for my glucose test, I have to take it during my 24 weeks gestation, and right now I am 24 weeks and 2 days, and they said I can eat whatever I want before the test. Usually in the Philippines, as far as I know, you have to be like fasting for you to have this test. But here in Canada, they told me that it's an hour lab test, but I don't need to fast. So I finished half of my egg already. I only cooked scrambled eggs, so I need to finish it, and I'm taking my prenatal vitamins still. And after this mini breakfast, I'm gonna head down and prepare. So yeah. So I've been mentioning about glucose test, but I haven't told you what about it, whatever. So mga hindi nakakaalam, glucose test is a type of test na tinitake during pregnancy around 24 to 28 weeks para ma-screen if diabetic ba yung mom or they accumulated because there are like pregnancy or like moms na diabetic na sila even before pregnancy. But for me, I'm not diabetic or anything. I'm not taking anything, and my bloods are okay before I got pregnant. This test, I need to take it during my 24th week of pregnancy to test if naging diabetic ba ako or like pre-diabetic, whatever. The reason is, you know, when you're pregnant, marami kang hormones and everything sa katawan mo, and you have a lot of these cravings, sweets or sour, whatever. And then for some, etong hormones na to can cause diabetes, and it's not really good for pregnancy. That's why they kind of like screen it in the middle of your pregnancy para ayun maagapan siya. But then, ayun, I'm very positive naman that I'm gonna pass the test, meaning like hindi ako ma-detect na diabetic or whatsoever. But syempre, you're pregnant and you kind of like have all this anxiety in mind. So hindi ko pa rin maiwasan na isipin, hala, baka what if I fail, or what if I don't know, hindi ko maubos yung glucose drink. So my greatest fear about this test is taking the glucose drink. I think it's around 50 ml. I'm not sure, but in the Philippines, I think it was 50 ml. or in the US it was 50 ml. I'm not sure here in Canada, but probably because it's kind of like a certain test, right? But yeah, I'm afraid about that drink because narinig ko na it didn't taste good, and it's really full of sugar, whatever, and it's so sweet. And I'm not sure if I'm good about sweets right now, and I'm not even good with colored drinks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even drink a lot of juices or sodas. I only take water, so I don't know. So yeah, that's my greatest fear. It's not about more of like passing the test, but it's more of like I can't finish the whole glass of that drink. And also I've heard that you have to finish that drink in 5 minutes. So I don't know, I'll take a video if I can later on. Yeah, I'll probably vlog if I can, but if not, then I'll keep you posted after that. And then yeah, so that's my fear aside from the needles, because I've done a lot of blood work already and I can handle it. It's just the aftermath. I'm kind of like shivering, nanginginig-nginig ako, and medyo lutang kasi yun nga, I don't like needles. I don't like them poking me. And ngayon kasi na pregnant ako, mas grabe yung blood sa system ko. Would that make sense? No, but like, the last time they had my blood tested, sobrang dami nung dugo. Like, nung nilagay na nila yung cotton pads, and then pag uwi ko, tinanggal ko, sobrang dami niya. And hindi yun ganon ka-usual. But yeah, I'm just really hoping for the best. So, nagme-medyas na lang ako, guys. But a little sneak peek of our room. Meron kay Mrs. Silip. So we got a bassinet already. Do you want to see my baby bump? I don't know if I'm happy about it or like I'm okay to share it sa public, but okay. So I'm 24 weeks and 2 days pregnant already, and this is my baby bump. Wala pa naman akong stretch marks. So, masyado kong iniingatan ng aking skin para wala tayong stretch marks. And update lang, I can feel the baby now and more often na. So, ayun. But anyways, all of the first and second trimester updates, I'll be sharing it with you guys. But right now, I'm gonna be wrapping up myself, and then let's go na. So, ito lang yung OOTD ng buntis ngayon. Ayan. Heat tech lang, and then meron tayong coat dito, raincoat kasi parang maulan, and then tote bag from Muji. Ayan. Ay, halika na, tara na. And magsushoes lang ako. Kita niyo yung bump? Oh gosh. So, naglalakad na ako ngayon papunta ng bus stop. And I still have like, I think 10 minutes. Pag ganito naman kasing oras, yung bus papunta dun sa hospital, tsaka sa labs, parang every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes naman. So, okay lang. I always allot mga 10 minutes maximum ng paglalakad ko galing sa bahay papunta sa bus stop, just because hindi na ako pwede yung mga mabilis-bilisan kasi napapagod ako and hindi din safe sa akin, especially sa ganitong state ng kalsada. Medyo madulas yan, so kailangan mabagal lang yung buntis. So anyways, ayan lang. share ko lang. By the way guys, nandito na ako sa bus stop after around 6 minutes of walking. Anyways, for you guys na nagtataka bakit nagbabas ako papunta sa appointment ko is because I don't drive, and then malapit lang naman yung labs dito. Yun yung kagandahan dito sa place namin, is that medyo hingal-hingal pa ako, is that malapit siya sa lahat. So, malapit siya sa mall, malapit siya sa hospital, very accessible. Like, isang sakay lang, nandun ako. So, parang nito, yung labs, yung hospital, kung bus, mga 15 minutes ata, or 10 minutes bus ride. Pero isa lang, so hindi ako magta-transfer. Tapos yung bus stop na, ito pa rin yung same bus stop na sinasakyan ko, same nang papunta sa work. So, very, very accessible talaga siya sa akin. So, ang point ko is, yun, yung house namin ngayon is perfect talaga so far. Kaya, we decided na hindi muna kami lilipat. So, ayun guys, wait lang ako ng bus. I think nandiyan na. So, first agenda would be urine test. Okay, let's do this, guys. Hey everyone, so glucose test drink is done. I finished it in 1 minute and 29 seconds. It wasn't that bad. Sarap naman siya. Yung mga sinasabi sa online, hindi siya masarap. Masarap naman siya. So, natapos ko naman kaya. Kailangan ko matapos inumin yung drink in 5 minutes. Pero, yan. 1 and 29 seconds lang. And then, yun, 8:30 ko natapos yun. So, I have to wait for another hour. So, 9:30, magpa-blood work ako. Ang nafe-feel ko right now is I'm kind of lightheaded. Maybe because I drank like 1 full glass of water before ng glucose drink. And then, nag 50 ml ako nung glucose drink. So, medyo nahihilo ako. Hindi ko alam. Or nahihilo lang ako kasi medyo maraming tao ngayon dito sa labs. Buti na lang dumating ako ng maaga. Nung dumating ako, konti pa lang yung tao. Like, wala pa lang mga tao. So, ngayon punong-puno na yung lab. So, medyo ayun, lightheaded ako. And panay burp ko. So, ayun. Have to wait for another hour para sa blood work ko. And then, I'll keep you guys posted. Na-survive natin yung drink. Tingnan natin kung ma-survive natin yung needles. We'll see. So, what is up with you guys? I am back home na. And tapos na yung glucose test ko. It went very well, guys. Hindi naman ganon kasama yung lasa. Actually, masarap yung orange na flavor ng glucose test drink. It wasn't that bad. So, medyo nag-overthink lang ako and masyado yata akong maraming napanood na videos sa TikTok and YouTube. So, medyo natakot ako. But then, ayun, okay naman. I have to finish the drink for 5 minutes. I think it's 297 ml. 50 grams. Tapos, I have to finish it for 5 minutes. Pero natapos ko siya in 1 minute and 29 seconds. Wasn't that bad. But then, ayun, naging lightheaded ako right after. Siguro kasi chinag-chug-chug ko yung drink ng mabilis. So, nabigla yung katawan ko sa glucose. So, I don't know if it's gonna affect the result. But hopefully, everything's okay. But yeah, yun lang. Naging lightheaded ako. And then after that drink, I have to finish, no, I have to wait for an hour and then kukuha na nila ako ng dugo. So, done na din ako. Hindi na ako nakapag-take ng video kasi nga yung kumuha sa akin ng, ng dugo is a Filipina. She's a tita Filipina and she's kind of like keep talking and medyo takot nga ako sa needles. So, medyo hindi ko na na-handle na mag-video pa. And then, or pumuslit ng video. But, she took 4 tubes of blood. Sobrang dami. So, medyo lightheaded ka na. Tapos, ganun pa karami yung kinuhang dugo sa'yo. So, medyo, I don't feel well. And then, nag-urine test. And then, I went home na. And nagutom ako. I had a few snacks here. And then, I have my water here while taking video. Kasi, medyo iba nga yung pakiramdam ko. But anyway, I managed to finish my glucose test today at 24 weeks gestation. I hope everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be able to view my result in few days. I think later tonight or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted if I pass or not. Whatever, I hope I pass. But ayun, alam ko meron akong mga utang sa inyo na vlog, pregnancy vlogs and travel vlogs, but let's do the pregnancy vlog for now. I'm gonna be sharing my first and second trimester experience so far. So I'll make it like a Q&A thing. Like, ano yung mga most frequently asked questions sa akin during first trimester and second trimester. So, let's get into the video. So, first thing first, let's talk about my first trimester. Very common na tanong is, ano-ano daw yung mga symptoms ko during first trimester. So, week 1 to week 4 or up until week 8, okay pa ako. Like, parang nandun pa yung emotions, yung hormones mo na, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. And sa mga hindi nakakaalam or hindi napanood yung previous vlog ko or about yung pregnancy, yung very first pregnancy vlog ko, I caught my pregnancy very early. Like, I think na caught ko yung pregnancy ko 4 weeks. Week 4 ako. As in like, right there and there, na-caught ko siya, nakakuha ko ng faint line. So, I knew that I'm pregnant very, very early. So, medyo, parang ang tagal nitong journey na to kasi nga maaga ko siya nalaman compared to others na parang nalalaman nila 3 months na silang buntis, mga ganun. But then for me, I found out right away, like week 4 pa lang, first month pa lang, nalaman ko na. So, ayun, week 1 to week 8, that's 2 months, I'm pretty okay. Like, okay ako, magana ako kumain, tapos, very happy pa ako. Like, okay yung mood ko, everything's positive, in short. But then, week 9, pagpasok ng week 9 hanggang week 13 or week 12, mga ganon, gosh, sobrang ibang-iba na. Like, ang daming nagbago. Number 1, sobrang sensitive ko sa smell. Like, I can't even have a perfume. Even for my husband, I told him na wag siya magsispray ng perfume dito sa bahay or sa kwarto. Dalhin mo yung perfume mo sa bag mo, sa locker ka na sa office or sa car ka na mag-spray pag hindi mo na ako kasama or hindi na ako within the vicinity kasi hindi talaga ako nakaka-tolerate. Once nakaamoy ako ng ibang amoy, like perfume, even if it's my favorite scent, may hilo talaga ako. Like yung nausea and yung susunod na yung parang feeling ko masusuka na ako, ganon. Ganong feeling, ganon yung intensity niya. Sobrang kakaiba. Tapos, there was a suggestion then that mag-face mask ka na lang kasi, ganyan-ganyan. But the thing is, pag face mask kasi, hindi ako nakakahinga. So, I don't wanna keep wearing face mask then. So, ayun. Yun yung pinaka number 1. Tapos, isa sa mga weird pa na mga symptoms ko noon is, or like weird thing about my first trimester is, ayoko ng amoy ng sinasaing na bigas. Or like yung cooked rice, yung nasa rice cooker. Diba may parang amoy siya. I didn't notice na meron ganon. But then, when you're pregnant, you're very sensitive to smell and very, like, parang kang aso na ang lakas ng pang-amoy mo. So, hindi ko makakalimutan yun na ayaw kong naaamoy yung bagong luto na kanin. So, what we did is that dapat luto na yung kanin bago ako umuwi ng bahay sa gabi. Like, matagal na siyang luto. Hindi naman sa matagal. Like, yung kung kunyari yung luto is like 20 minutes tapos luto na siya, dapat makakarating ako ng bahay siguro mga after 40 minutes para humupa na yung amoy. Does that make sense? But basta ganon, hindi ko talaga makakalimutan yun na sobrang sensitive ko sa amoy ng bagong kanin. Hindi ko, same thing, na pag nakamoy ako ng perfume, mag-nausea ako, mag-vomit ako. But yeah, that's that. And then, around mga, yun nga, week 9 to week 13 pa rin yung pinag-uusapan natin. Nagkakaroon ako ng mga stomach pains. Sabi nila kasi nga, yun nga, nagkakaina stretch na yung katawan mo, yung muscles mo, ganon. Gumagalaw na yung mga organs mo sa loob. So, yun, nagkakaroon ako ng mga stomach pain, round ligament pains, mga ganon. Very common, pero tolerable. Hindi siya yung ganon ka-big deal for me. And then, around mga week 8 or week 8, week 9, nagkakaroon na din ako ng mga pimples. But then, after that, nawala naman siya. Parang mga 1 week, 2 weeks lang yung pimples ko. And then, done. Like, literally, hindi na siya tumubo. Pero kasi nung tumubo siya, sobrang weird na ang lalaki talaga. And then, yun, mga around week 10 to week 12, yun yung pinaka-worst ko na, I think, week ng first trimester ko kasi dito na talaga na halos araw-araw na may nausea ako and vomiting. So, every day I go to work, diba? Monday to Friday, tapos nagbabas ako. For 1 year, 2 years na ako na ganon yung routine ko. Never naman ako nahilo sa bus. There are times na nahihilo ako sa bus pero tinutulog ko lang siya. Pero hindi to the point na pagkababa ko ng bus. Like, yung masusuka talaga ako. To the point na ngayon, etong week 10 to 11, week 10 to 12 ko, hindi ko alam kung saan ako aabutan ng pagsusuka ko. So, nakakatakot. So, there are times na sobrang gutom mo, diba? Like, sa morning. Tapos, hindi din ako sanay na nagbe-breakfast. Even before pregnancy. But then, during pregnancy, I try to eat something before I go. Kasi nga, para hindi ako gutom. Feeling ko, baka nasusuka ako kasi puro acid yung laman ng tiyan ko. So, I need to eat something. Parang ganun yung thinking ko. So, I kind of try to eat light meals sa bahay bago ako aalis for work. But then, every time I do that, busog nga ako. But then, because may laman yung tiyan ko, pagbaba ng bus, like literally, sinusuka ko lahat. So, there were weird times na nagsuka ako sa trash can ng mall doon sa Young and Shepherd. My gosh, I'm so sorry. Tapos, there were times naman sa washroom mismo. There were times naman na parang dun lang sa gilid, parang may poste dun. Kasi hindi ko talaga siya control. Like, either mahimatay ako, or isuka ko siya para ma-relieve ako, or ilunok ko siya, which is weird, right? But, yeah, that's the, I don't know, pinaka-weird. Hindi naman weird, pero pinaka-mahirap for me the week during my first trimester. And then, another big change naman din during my first trimester is yung mood ko. Like, super emotional ko. Super masungit ako. Sa mga nakakilala sa akin, especially, I don't know, sa mga naka-work ako, I'm super jolly, I'm super friendly, especially sa workplace ko right now. Like, patients love me so much. But then, there were times that, alam mo yun, parang napipindot ng on button yun si Angry. Tapos, nagagalit na lang ako talaga, as in, like, nako-control ko. Like, hindi yung galit na galit, but controlled pa din siya. But then, different siya from my usual behavior or attitude sa office. So, medyo naiintindihan naman ng mga ka-work ko kasi nga, they knew about it. But, ayun, medyo ako, pag nahihimas-masan or parang after some time, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? Or, bakit ko nagawa yun? Parang ganun, may realizations ka na, what is happening? This is not me. So, but, yeah, may phase lang, during first trimester lang yun, na talagang ganun yung peak nung emotions ko, na mabilis mapindot si anger. Anyway, so, ayun. Around week 10 to week 12 as well, dito na din lumabas yung mga sunod-sunod na araw na meron akong headache. Na during those time, na week 10 to 12, ang dami kong sick off or call in sick or day off kasi nga hindi talaga ako makabangon, na sobrang sakit ng ulo ko na hindi ko ma-explain, and I don't wanna take medications even if I know Tylenol is fine, but then I just don't wanna take any medication. So nag-bed rest lang ako, I don't know, nag-skip lang ako ng work for me to take rest, habulin ko kung ano man yung pain, yung headache, whatever. So, yun, week 10 and 12 talaga. Week 10 to 12, yun yung pinaka-worst ko na weeks during my first trimester. And lastly, for my first trimester, I've experienced heartburn, acid reflux, constipation, like hindi talaga ako makapoop. I have to take or like eat a lot of fruits and vegetables para lang makapoop ako. And then, I think it's because of the prenatal vitamins and the folic acid, the iron, whatever. But yeah, week 10 to 12 is kind of like my worst weeks of my pregnancy so far. Next question na madalas tinatanong sa akin during my first trimester is, how do I deal with morning sickness? Or meron ba akong morning sickness? So sabi ko nga kanina, meron akong nausea and vomiting. But then, hindi ko siya consider as morning sickness. It's more of like, motion sickness kasi nga nagbabas ako, tapos nahihilo ako, tapos doon ako nag-nausea and vomiting. But then, wala ako na yung pagkagising ko, tapos masusuka ako. Wala akong ganong level. So, I don't think, and I don't consider myself having morning sickness. Just because, okay naman ako pagising ko. Like, okay naman ako pag dito sa bahay. It's just that, like, after makarating ako sa work, doon lang ako nahihilo, nagsusuka, yung ganong level. So, I don't consider it morning sickness. So, oh, and by the way, what I did about that motion sickness thing, I stopped eating na bago ako alis ng bahay. Like, yung dito sa, like, early morning, hindi na ako kumakain. I would just drink water. Last time kasi, I remember, nag-hot chocolate lang ako. Like, half a cup, but the same thing. Like, literally, niluwa ko lang siya lahat. So, what I did is just, I drink a cup of water lang bago ako umalis. And then, parang may oras yun. Dapat pagpatak ng 9:30, nandun ako sa office, or mga 10, nandun ako sa office. Dun pa lang ako kakain. So, I would bring some of my breakfast, I would bring some snacks, I would bring sandwiches and water. Tapos, dun ako kumakain. Pag ganun yung ginagawa ko, I don't feel the nausea and vomiting. So, that's how I deal with this kind of like weird sickness in the morning. So, but yeah, that's how I do it. That's how it works for me. And, ayun, ewan ko. Kanya-kanya naman kasi every pregnancy. But then, for me, it works. Tapos nakakatuwa kasi mga ka-work ko, Sasabi sila, oh, Angel, you're hungry at 10 a.m. And I keep telling them that this is just my breakfast, and then they're like used to it every single day that I do it. Like at 10 a.m. I have to eat something while working, and yeah, they understand it, so that's fine. First trimester, wala pa masyadong changes sa katawan ko, like physically, like panglabas, wala. Like, hindi mo pakita yung baby bump, walang ganon. Literally, wala ka talagang makikita na, ay, buntis si Angel. Pero, isa sa mga natanggap kong mga comments or compliments din is that blooming daw ako. Like, hindi daw ako haggard during my pregnancy, during my first trimester. So they're kind of thinking like, oh, baka girl yan, ganyan. Kasi nga, hindi daw ako nangingitim-ngitim kung saan-saan, mga ganon. So, sinasabi nila, girl, kasi you look pretty. But then, in my defense, guys, mahilig pa rin naman kasi ako talagang mag-ayos. Hindi ko alam if it's because of the pregnancy, but I don't think so. Because hindi naman nagbago. Pumapasok pa din ako with the same routine, with the same like look sa work. And sabi nga nila, hindi naman daw talaga drastic change. Like, I still look the same kung paano ako noon. Parang, I mean, it's really the way you take care of yourself, I guess. So, ayun lang. Very common question pa sa akin nung first trimester ko is, may cravings ba ako? May gusto ba ako? But then, wala ako laging na isasagot just because I don't crave for anything, and just because during my first trimester, I don't eat a lot. Like, kakain lang ako nung enough lang for me to survive. I don't even eat the regular meal or dish that I usually eat, like yung cup of rice na kinakain ko before pregnancy. Medyo half lang nun yung nakakain ko during the first trimester. Medyo wala akong gana, I should say. And that's the reason I didn't have any cravings during my first trimester. I didn't even ask for anything like, hey, I wanted this, I wanted that, or please cook this, blah blah blah. I didn't have all those things just because I only eat what I can eat at that moment, and then just enough for me to survive and make myself full and healthy, and that's it. So I think that's one thing about my first trimester as well. Last thing that very common nung first trimester ko, syempre fresh pa na buntis ka, ganyan. How do you feel? Like, do you feel anything? Like, do you feel movements? Do you feel this and that? Like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel your baby? And the answer is no. First trimester, I didn't feel anything. Nothing feels normal aside from the symptoms, but all of the other movements, I didn't feel it up until late of my second trimester, which I'm gonna talk about later. So finally, for my second trimester, here are the few questions na madalas tinatanong sa akin. So very common, ano na naman yung mga symptoms ko compared to like first trimester and then versus second trimester. Well, sobrang laki ng change, to be honest. Kasi nung second trimester ko, bumalik na yung appetite ko. Like, literally, kung paano kumain before I got pregnant, bumalik na talaga yung dami ng kain ko. But then, I wanted to be this. But then I wanted this to be informative as well. So as you guys know, pag buntis ka, a lot of people are saying like, hey, dapat kumain ka ng marami, like double yung meals mo and everything kasi dalawa na yung pinapakain mo. This is a very wrong like belief, because when you're pregnant, you don't need to eat double. So, ang kailangan mo lang talaga, enough yung calories mo, you're eating healthy, and that's it. So, yun yung parang pag nakikita ko sa office na, hala, konti yung kinakain mo, or like for some people na makikita ko sa restaurants or whatever, or may kasama ako sa CB, parang ang konti ng kain ko. But then for me, busog na ako. Like, no second trimester, sobrang happy na ako kasi bumalik na yung totoong appetite ko. Like, I remember first trimester, I can't eat chocolate. You know, na sobrang sweet tooth ko and sobrang hilig ko sa chocolates. But then during my first trimester, I cannot. Like, sobrang limited yung kaya kong kainin. Siguro, 1 KitKat lang, ganyan. Pero hindi ko nga yun mauubos kasi nga, nasusuka na ako, ganyan. So, then second trimester comes in, dun bumalik yung totoong appetite ko na sobrang hilig ko na sa lahat ng food, lahat ng makikita ko, appetizing. Even curry na, so I like chicken curry so much. The Filipino style chicken curry. But then, may mga curries na, alam mo yun, yung iba yung amoy. I didn't like that one during first trimester. Pero pagpasok ng second trimester, God, the best. Like, literally, anything and everything na makikita kong pagkain is appetizing for me. Hindi ko na maalala lahat because I think meron akong brain fog, whatever, pregnancy brain fog. But yeah, in general, lahat talaga ng nakikita ko is appetizing for me. It's something that I would eat. It's something na kaya kong kainin. Anything talaga, literal. Then, second trimester, wala na din akong nausea and vomiting. Surprisingly, nakakapag-breakfast na ako and then babiyahe ako. Tapos, hindi ako nahihilo pagbaba ng bus. Sobrang amazing. I mean, akala ko nung una, pag nanonood ako ng mga ganitong videos, parang baka ano lang to, psychological effect lang. Or, like, alam mo yun, parang mind over matter, ganyan, na parang basta. Pero nung nangyari siya sa akin, like, it's really something that I can't control. It just happened. So, yun, nung second trimester, nakakain ako ng heavy breakfast, even heavy breakfast, heavy or light breakfast. Pagdating ko sa bus, pagdating ko sa work, I'm totally fine. Tapos pagdating ko pa dun sa work, minsan nagugutom na naman ako, so kakain na naman ako ng snacks ko, and then lunchtime, and then snacks. Sobrang ganda. Sobrang ganda talaga ng second trimester. I mean, ayokong sabihin to, but then, it happened to me kasi na okay lang yan, yung first trimester mo, okay, ganyan talaga yan, pagdadaanan mo yun. Just wait for second trimester and everything's gonna be okay. I mean, as much as I don't want to say that, parang for me kasi it happened eh. Na yung first trimester ko sobrang hirap, na I couldn't get up, sobrang sama ng pakiramdam ko, lagi akong pagod. Pagdating ng second trimester, wow, everything's okay. Na, lalo na sa pagkain, sobrang gana kong kumain. But then, I constantly check my weight, and okay naman yung weight ko. Tapos yun nga, pag buntis ka kasi, you also have to check and monitor na huwag mo masyadong papalakihin yung baby sa tiyan mo kasi kaya mo yun paggawin paglabas na ng baby. The reason is kasi kapag sobrang laki ng baby, it can harm the mom, and mahihirapan din yung mom sa pag-give birth. And even for the baby, it's not even healthy na sobrang laki ng baby. So I'm kind of like monitoring myself as well. So kapag ngayon na sinasabi ko na malakas yung appetite ko, it doesn't mean na sobra-sobra talaga yung kain ko. It's just a comparison of how my appetite was during my first trimester. And so far, I'm doing okay. I'm perfectly healthy. I'm perfectly fine. Especially sa appetite ko. So, ayun. Second trimester also is yung time na parang hindi ako buntis, pero buntis ako. Kasi it happened during Christmas break. So I was so busy with my family. I was so busy with traveling. So parang hindi ko siya naramdaman. But then I started to realize na buntis talaga ako. Is during second trimester kasi dito na naganap yung mga genetic testing ko. Everything's okay with the baby sa genetic testing, yung labs. We found out the result already. Like, kung boy ba siya or girl ba siya. Had my ultrasound. And then, we had this amazing photo shoot ng gender reveal sa New York, which is, I really enjoyed it. Super lamig. Tiis ganda. But then, it was amazing. Next one, I also had my anatomy scan, which is, i-check lahat ng body parts ng baby, and ayun, sobrang thankful ako kasi everything's okay naman. Heartbeat's fine, nakita yung ulo, yung dalawang paa, dalawang kamay, everything's fine in general. So, and then, what else? Second trimester, na-feel ko talaga na buntis ako kasi my belly start popping. Sobrang tagal nung nakita kong lumalaki yung tiyan ko, just because feeling ko ng first trimester parang, ay, hala, malaki na yung tiyan ko. Pero bloat lang pala yun, like bloated lang ako kasi pag early morning or like some time ng araw is parang flat lang siya, ganyan. So, feeling ko most of the time ng first trimester bloated lang ako. But then, comes with second trimester, dun ko na nakikita talaga and napapansin ng mga tao na nakakasama ko, especially sa bahay kapag like naka-fitted ako, ganyan, nakikita na talaga nila na may konting pop. But it's not something na sobrang obvious kasi hindi pa rin talaga halata. Even up until now, hindi pa rin talaga siya obvious na kapag sumakay ako sa bus, mag-giveaway sila sa akin sa upuan kasi nakita nilang buntis ako. Hindi pa rin talaga siya halata. Even if yung mga sa friends na first time akong makita in person, sinasabi talaga nila na natatago ko ng sobra yung pregnancy ko. But to be honest, hindi ko siya tinatago. It's just that hindi siya ganun ka putok na malaki. You know what I mean? But then, yun, it started for second trimester nga. Around Christmas time yun. Like, Christmas to the holiday time. Like, pa New Year, ganun. And then, another thing about second trimester is I started to feel my baby's movement. So, sa mga hindi nakakaalam guys, nung nag-anatomy scan ako, it turns out na naka-anterior placenta ako. It means, yung placenta ko is nandito sa may harap ng tiyan ko. So, it serves like a cushion sa baby. So, with that, kahit sipain ako ng baby at the very early stage of my pregnancy, like 12 weeks or 14 weeks, hindi ko siya maramdaman kasi yung nasisipa niya pa lang is yung placenta, like the cushion. Hindi pa nararamdaman yung kicks. Hindi pa siya ganun kalaki para yung kick niya is strong enough para tumagos. Hindi naman sa tumagos, but like, maramdaman siya up to sa muscles ko, sa belly part. So, hindi ko because I have an anterior placenta, I didn't feel my baby up until 21 weeks. So, I remember, sobrang observant ko talaga sa katawan ko, guys. So, I remember, mga around 20 weeks, doon na ako naka-feel ng kakaiba. Sabi ko sa inyo, diba, like, during my first trimester, up until mga 18 weeks nga siguro yun, wala akong nafe-feel na kahit ano sa tiyan ko. Like, I don't feel any movement, I don't feel flutters, I don't feel any kicks, I don't feel yung sabi nila parang butterflies, bubbles, walang ganon. But then, week 20, ito yung pinakauna talaga na talagang tinandaan ko siya na may nafe-feel na ako. It's kind of like a bubbles. Yung parang pop. Yung parang pumutok na bubble. Bubble lang kasi isa lang siya. Bubble like pop. Parang ganon. Tapos sa isang part siya, tapos pop. Tapos, mga after an hour, sa kabila naman, pop, parang ganun. But like, super subtle siya. But yun yung first week talaga na sabi ko, ay, may nafe-feel na ako. But at that time, sobrang in denial ko. Sabi ko, ay, baka ano lang to, gassy lang ako, kinakabagan lang ako. Or yung pinaka-worst na naisip ko at that time, sabi ko, ay, baka yung mga organs ko lang, kasi nga lumalaki na yung tiyan ko, baka nag-a-adjust yung mga organs ko. Tapos, feeling ko yung baby yun, pero hindi pa rin. So, hindi pa yun yung week 20. But then, pagpasok ng week 21, dun ko naramdaman yung pinakaunang kick. Hindi ko nga alam eh. Up until now, masyado pa akong in denial. Pero feeling ko kick na yun. Kick ba yun? Or like yung parang stretching ng kamay. Pero feeling ko kick yun. Parang because of yung sa anatomy na kung nasaan yung baby. So feeling ko kick yun. So, it was week 21 na na-feel ko talaga. Very subtle lang. Hindi ko pa siya na-feel externally. Like, kapag hawak mo yung, ito yung kamay mo, tapos ilalagay mo sa may ibabaw na ang tiyan mo, hindi ko pa siya ramdam at week 21. Pero ramdam ko siya internally. Like, na-feel ko talaga na, boosh! Hindi na siya yung pop! Na parang subtle lang. Like, boosh na siya. My sound effects. But it was week 21, and then comes in week 22, week 23, up until week 24. So week 22, I think my husband started, yeah, that was the week that my husband started to feel it externally. Kasi pag hawak niya ng tiyan ko, matagal lang, minsan tsempohin mo. Pero usually, kapag relax yung katawan ko, like patulog na ako or tulog ako, dun siya magalaw. So, sisipa. It was week 22 that my husband started to feel the movement. So, it means na it's getting stronger na nararamdaman na talaga siya externally. And then, comes in ngayon, week 23 and week 24. The major difference that I have right now is nafe-feel ko siya, hindi lang yung kicks. I feel like nararamdaman ko kapag, I don't know, nag-hiccups yung baby. Or, kasi parang sunod-sunod siya, yung parang, hindi ko alam kung ganun siya ng ganun, sipa siya ng sipa, or, but yeah, I feel like it's kind of a hiccup. Hindi ko alam. Inassume ko lang yan. Tapos, or, na-end ngayong week 23 and 24, I kind of feel like this. I'm so bad with adjectives and I'm so bad with describing things, but this is how other people describe it, and when I compare it to myself, it's kind of like that. So week 23 and week 24, ganito rin nafe-feel ko. Alam mo yung fish na gumaganon-ganon? May ganong feeling na ako na parang may wave na dumadaan sa tiyan ko. And sobrang nakaka-amaze. Sometimes I pretend not to feel it, na pinipigilan kong hawakan yung tiyan ko kasi I feel like every time na ginagawa ko yun, it stopped. So I pretend not to feel anything, and then it keeps going, and sobrang amazing. Like yung assurance ba na, hey, my baby's okay, my baby's moving. Yung ganun na parang, ay, sobrang touching. But yeah, sobrang kakaiba talaga yung feeling, I swear. Yun, week 23 and week 24, hindi siya yung constantly na nafe-feel mo na every hour nafe-feel mo. Pag busy ako sa work na I keep moving around, I don't feel anything. But pag nasa bus ako, or pag nakahiga na ako, or nasa sala ako, that's when I can feel the movement. And sobrang saya lang. Promise, sobrang genuine nung feeling na, oh my gosh, I can feel my baby. Yung para bang hindi ka makapaniwala na meron ng human being sa loob ng tiyan mo. Because first trimester, you don't feel anything. Like, parang meron lang dyan isang blob sa tiyan mo, but you don't feel anything. But right now, yung feeling ngayon na second trimester is that, like, every time your baby moves, parang, shucks, like right now, I can feel her moving. I can feel a little ganon. But, ayun, sobrang nakakatuwa talaga. And yung feeling of reassurance talaga when you feel your baby moving. So, ayun. At saka nakakatuwa. Nakakatuwa whenever, kasi ako, constantly nafe-feel ko na siya, right? So, mas nakakatuwa yung feeling na makita yung husband mo na hawak yung tiyan mo and then magpaparamdam. Mararamdaman niya mismo yung movement ng baby. Parang mas masaya yung gano'n na nakikita mo siya na nararamdaman niya din. Yung parang totoo na to. Yung gano'n, gets niyo ba? I mean, sobrang, ito yung pinaka-highlight ng second trimester ko and wala lang. Di siya mapapantay ng kahit anong emotions. Gets nyo? Next question, any cravings during second trimester? Again, wala akong cravings up until now, guys. If you ask me, hey, are you craving for something? No, I'm not craving for anything. I just wanted to eat whatever you can give me, and that's it. So funny because sometimes the office, they ask me like, hey, someone give us a tip, whatever. Do you want to order something because you're the pregnant lady, whatever. Is there anything you crave for? I'm like, just order something. I don't know. I have a lot of snacks downstairs and just order something. I'm gonna eat it. Don't worry. Like anything and everything is appetizing to me. So I'm not craving for anything. So yeah. One thing that I just can't stop. I'm not sure if this is craving because I don't crave for it. Crave is like a heavy word for me. But one thing that I keep eating during my pregnancy is pomelo. So, and pineapple. I know some people, they would say, especially Chinese community. I work with a Chinese community, so they keep telling me that I should stop taking pineapples, eating pineapples, because it's gonna affect how the skin of the baby, like it's gonna give some eczema or something, dermatitis. But then I just can't stop eating pineapples, and pineapples are healthy. And but yeah, I kind of like regulate and monitor how often I eat pineapples. But one thing's for sure, I like eating pomelo. Not sure if it's like a thing here in Canada, but it's one of my favorite fruit in the Philippines. So meron dito, grocery B Trust, doon ko binibili yung pomelo. It's very cheap. Yung isang ganon, minsan nakukuha ko like $2.99, and it's good for 1 week and a half na yun sa akin kasi ako lang naman yung kumakain. So yun, pomelo. But I don't think it's craving. I just like eating it. Second trimester as well, yung energy ko as well as yung appetite, same, bumalik talaga. I'm totally okay. Napapagod pa rin ako once in a while. Lalo na ngayon na lately yung ngayong patapos na yung second trimester. Parang dun ko nararamdaman yung mabilis na akong mahingal, mabilis na akong mapagod sa konting lakad. Siguro kasi, yun nga, nag-a-adjust yung mga organs ko. So, na-affect yung heart and lungs ko. Some sort like that. So, I don't know. But then, kaya pa, tolerable pa. Wala din ako masyadong headache. May nag-trigger at some point, pero hindi siya kasi ganun ka-severe compare nung first trimester. So, hindi ko naman siya ganun nino-note for me. But, ano pa ba? Yun lang naman. Okay naman ako. Like, tolerable naman lahat. Basta kapag napagod ako, I just have to rest for a bit and then good to go. Common question as well during my second trimester is kung nakita ko na daw ba yung OB ko. Yes, I just had my OB appointment. I think it was last week or last 2 weeks ago. I didn't like it. I waited for 2 hours to be honest, and then the doctor spoke to me for just 5 minutes and that's it. She checked my baby's heartbeat, everything's fine. She gave me paperwork and that's it. But what can I expect? I work in a healthcare and I work in a clinic. I know how doctors are. I am just so lucky because I am a healthcare worker and I have a lot of people around me that I can ask about my pregnancy. It's just that I am wondering like what happens to other moms, like especially for those first time soon-to-be moms or like their first pregnancy. I believe 5 minutes is not enough for them for a consultation. They deserve more than that. And what can I ask? Like, I know what is happening in healthcare right now, and what can I ask, right? What can I complain about it? I'm not paying for anything. My blood work, my glucose test, my ultrasound, my anatomy scan, my genetic testing, my OB appointment, everything is free. So what can I complain about it, right? I'm just so grateful that I have a lot of people to ask to about my pregnancy. And yeah, I'm just, you know, kind of worried about other moms out there. Good thing that we have like TikTok now, we have YouTube now, na very informative to pregnant women. But other than that, I don't know. So, what can I ask for? Very common question din sa akin during my second trimester is yung mga mood changes ko daw. Actually, for second trimester, hindi na ako ganun nagsusungit. But, what I've noticed is that sobrang emotional ko. Like, I cry with small things. I get so jealous with small things. I literally cry about everything. Like, di ko alam, sobrang iyakin ko. I feel like ganun din ako nung first trimester. But then, iba siya ngayong second trimester. Lalo na ngayon na patapos na yung papasok na ako ng third trimester. Parang mas nagiging emotional ako na mas I'm really good at trying and controlling myself. So, hindi to nakikita ng karamihan and I don't talk about this often. Even sa work or even dito sa bahay or even to my mom, I don't usually tell this part of my pregnancy. Because, wala lang, parang di ko pinapakita yung weakness ko. But then, it's very common for me. It's parang, I just wanted to keep it private. But yeah, that's really one thing that kind of changed during second trimester. Na I got so emotional. I cry a lot. I get jealous. I get mad easily. Pero lahat ng emotions, I try to keep it for myself. I don't say anything. I just not express it. Just because I don't want to be a burden to other people. And I know this is just part of the pregnancy hormones, the pregnancy journey. And it's something that I can control. And hindi ko na kailangan i-involve yung ibang tao. So, yeah, yun lang yun. I feel like isasama ko siya and i-mention ko siya dito sa vlog just because, wala lang, i-document ko siya and it's something that, you know, iti-treasure ko din kasi, hello, it's bihira ka lang mabubuntis at bihira mo lang ito pagdadaanan. So, habang ngayon na naaalala ko siya, i-share ko na. Another thing about pregnancy and another thing about like first and second trimester na gusto kong pag-usapan is yung mga pet peeve ko. During pet peeve and yung mga things na sobrang nagustuhan ko. Okay, unan tayo dun sa mga nagustuhan ko about like the pregnancy, like towards other people. Okay, when people knew about my pregnancy, they're like super caring to me. Ever since first trimester, guys, people at work are very nice. They're super nice at me. Like, they'll bring food for me. They'll cook food for me, like home-cooked meals. And then, like, they would give gifts. Gifts like yung mga sobrang simple lang talaga. And then, like, things na kailangan ko sa pregnancy, like compression stockings. But most especially is yun nga, na lagi nila akong dinadalhan ng pagkain. Like, hindi lang siya literal na snacks ha. Like, ulam. Ulam ba? Sobrang nakakatuwa. talaga ako. And then for my aunts naman, they would usually like send me mga old clothes, ganyan. Tapos, we have relative as well na binigyan ako ng mga hand-me-down na mga damit ng baby, gamit ng baby, laruan ng baby. Sobrang natutuwa ako, sobrang natatouch talaga ako na why is everyone treating me so nicely, na parang ay, ayokong masyadong ma-attach sa ganung feeling kasi baka mawala, and I don't know, ayoko lang na hanap-hanapin ko yung ganung feeling. But yeah, I'm just so grateful for everyone na talagang pinapa-feel sa akin na everything's okay, na hindi ako mag-isa, na kapag kailangan ko ng help, nandyan sila. Thank you for making me feel good and pretty. Lagi nila ako kinaka-compliment, ay, ang ganda mong buntis, mga ganon. But yeah, thank you so much kasi it really helps ma-boost yung confidence ko, ma-boost yung positive energy ko, ganon. Anyways, dito naman tayo sa mga kinakainisan ko. So, kapag pregnant ka, alam mo yun, maraming mga side comments, yung mga titas, yung mga older people sa workplace mo. Alam mo yung pinakaayaw ko, yung tinitingnan yung pagkain ko, tapos ginajudge nila na parang, what? You're eating junk foods? Or like, what? You're eating chocolates? You're not allowed to eat chocolates or sweets with diabetes, blah, blah, blah. Oh, tapos nung one time, nagdala ko ng fruits. Fruits yung pinapapak ko. Sabi, oh, you should stop eating fruits because it has sugar as well. Like fruit sugars, it can increase your sugar levels, your diabetes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That is so annoying. Kaya minsan, kapag kumakain ako sa work, ayoko na may kasabay kasi ayoko yung nagko-comment sila sa kinakain ko. Again, guys, alam ko kung ano yung hindi pwede. Alam ko yung mga pwede din sa akin. And alam ko yung limitations ko. So, huwag niyo na akong pakialaman. Like, hindi ko naman tinanong yung opinion niyo. So, please lang. Kasi nakakawalang gana talaga and nakakawala ng mood. But then, yun nga, sabi ko sa inyo, I'm really good at hiding my emotions and my expression. So, I'm like, ganun lang ako. But then, pag akyat ko, okay naman ako. Ano ba? Nakakainis kapag sasabihan ako na, oh, you look haggard today. You look so tired today. I'm like, what the heck? Huwag mo nang sabihin yun. Like, hindi ka nakakatulong sa mood ko. Hindi ka nakakatulong for me to feel better about myself. Like, how would I not feel tired and look haggard if I traveled all the way from Mississauga to North York and I took the bus and I'm carrying another human being? Alam mo yun, pagod ka talaga. Tapos, ngayong second trimester, hindi ka masyado nakakatulog. So, puyat ka talaga. So, huwag mo nang sabihin yun harap-harapan sa akin. Kung wala ka... I mean, I always say this to people, like, if you don't have anything good to say, then just don't say it. You know what I mean? Like, just shut the fuck up. Kasi nakakainis. I mean, pregnancy is difficult, I swear. Like, hindi siya biro, guys. Yung pinagdadaanan ko right now, yung pinagdaanan ko before, it wasn't a joke. For real. I swear. Sobrang hirap niya. Nakikita niyo ko ganito. Sobrang bubbly, sobrang jolly. But then, behind all these emotions, sobrang nahirapan din talaga ako sa pregnancy na to. And the least you can do is to make me feel good. Or you make me feel happy. Kasi yung bigyan mo pa ako ng more stress and bigyan mo pa ako ng more reason to get to be upset or to be disappointed about life or regret my decisions. Huwag ka na lang magsalita. Kung hindi mo naman din sasabihin, huy, ang ganda mo, Angel. wag ka na lang magsalita or wag na lang din kayong mag-comment. No, kasi buburahin ko lang din naman yan. I mean, guys, I'm very open to criticism. I'm very open naman sa mga opinions, sa mga suggestions, ganun. But then, alam mo yun, minsan may mga certain ways or certain sentence construction na maayos mo naman siyang na-deliver. Marami akong mga nakakausap sa work, sa mga patients, or even mga relatives, or mga nakaka-chat, friends, ganyan. And I admire them for advising sa akin, yung may mga advice. Sobrang thankful talaga ako. Like, there are certain words, certain sentence construction na kapag sinabi niyo yun, hindi ako ma-hurt. Kahit negative siya. Gets nyo? But then, may mga tao talaga na parang iti-trigger yung anger button mo. Parang, ay, sana wag ka na lang magsalita. Sana hindi ka na lang nag-comment. Yung mga ganon. So, but then, yun nga, magaling lang talaga ako mag-hide ng emotions ko and ng feelings ko. And magaling ako yung mag-let go. So, parang wala akong pakialam, ganun. But then, remember, kung may iba kayong mga nakakasalamuhang buntis, please lang, guys. Be gentle to them, be kind to them, take care of them, make them happy. Kasi, sobrang hirap talaga, I swear. I mean, kung hindi ko lang masyado finifilter yung sinasabi ko ngayon, kasi nga lalabas to sa YouTube. Pero, yun lang, masasabi ko talaga, guys, mahirap magbuntis. Masaya, exciting, pero mahirap. So, the least you can do for a pregnant woman is to make her happy, to make her life easier. Huwag niyo siyang bigyan or bigyan ng rason para maging upset siya sa life. Or nagiging emotional tuloy ako. Another thing is, alam niyo ba, kapag ginawa niyo ng masama yung taong buntis, or you made her feel bad about certain things, or you made her feel upset during her pregnancy, guys, hindi niya yun makakalimutan. I swear. Ako talaga, may brain fog ako, guys. Pero, those people na may mga sinabi na ganito, ganyan about me during pregnancy, or those people who made me feel that I'm less worth it, or those people na basta na negative towards me during pregnancy, I swear, every word na sinabi nyo sa akin, or every message na sinabi nyo sa akin, nakasave yun sa utak ko. Wala man siya sa phone ko, wala man siya sa screenshot or whatever, or hindi ko man siya na-record on video nung sinabi mo sa akin, pero tandang-tanda ko talaga siya. I swear. Like, the moment you made me feel something negative, something that I'm gonna be sad about it, like, naka-save siya. Naka-auto-save siya, guys. Kaya, I'm telling you, be kind to pregnant women kasi hindi nila makakalimutan yung mga ganitong bagay. Well, for me, hindi ko din naman makakalimutan all those people na tinulungan ako during pregnancy, and all those people who made me feel happy and who made me feel loved. But then, on top of that, nandun yung mga tao talaga na kinasusuklaman ko. Ang lalim, no? But yeah, it's just that, okay? Anyway, guys, I think ayun lang naman so far. Sobrang haba na nitong video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this catch-up video. I think it's kind of a raw vlog as well. But, ayun, nagdaldal na naman ako. And, ayun, kung nakarating kayo sa part ng video na to, thank you so much, guys. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!